Oh, g'day, it's Lathouras bringing you a very special episode. It's actually from the Fearless Singer Jazz course online. It's a special bonus teaching that Harvey Blues guitarist and I did, teaching how to improv over a blues.
What was talking about? What were you talking about? The form.
I think the first thing you said was, with the blues, you can say so much with little.
Yeah, you can say so much with hardly any notes. You can say a lot just with one note, right? So then we started talking about the idea of taking three notes. Yeah, we're talking about also the fact that in your warm-ups you had that.
Which just essentially outlines every chord. Just coming back to the form of the blues, it's 12 bars. And in particular with Blue Monk, it's a little bit different in that we have our B flat or our one chord. Then we go to our E flat in our next bar. So that's the only slight difference between Blue Monk's harmonic structure and the basic blues. So that those exercises, which you can actually, we don't need to go over them again because they're videos in the portal. They outline the chords for you, so you can hear the form, and you can hear those notes that we will use when we go to improvise the blues.
Yeah. So we were talking about these three notes.
Ba-da-ba. And where are they from?
They actually are from the B flat, from the one chord. So you're singing the third of the chord, the root of the chord, and the flat 7 of the chord. Now, if you go back to your exercise, I'm just playing them in a different order. So your third was there. In your exercise, your third is here. So I'm just putting it here. So just, and then cutting it down to three notes.
Yeah.
And then now we're going to scat over the whole form, or Melis, over the whole form.
Not you?
No, I'm playing, mate.
Okay, mate.
Just using those three notes and see what you can do with those. And yeah, you remember last night when a couple of you were actually singing these three notes, you kind of just like naturally went into the next chord, which is really cool, you know? So these are just like a guideline. You can still sing these three notes over the poem.
And the reason why we're focusing on just those three notes is because most solos, particularly on the blues, that are super hip and super captivating and have you on your seat, normally only literally use one or two, three notes, which takes a lot of that kind of, I guess, intimidation, I guess, of having to solo straight away over something. Start on the blues, start simply. Harvey introduced the term motif, or
motific,
so motific concept. So that is literally just taking, one, two, three notes, and then turning it into a groovy little statement that you'll then use throughout the form. And I keep saying form, remembering that's just your structure of your music, from start to finish. So, and then when Harvey said that some of so Chris, Ella, Christine, and Kat, they would take that motive like that, those three notes, and then they would make it work for the next chord, and they could do that with their ears pretty much straight away. And that's the beauty of blues, is we've heard it so much. We've got it's encoded into our psyche, because a lot of contemporary music is based off the blues. Yep. So whether you listen to blues or a lot of jazz, but even if you listen to rock songs, you are getting that language ingrained into your body, really. So yeah, let's demonstrate. So Harvey's gonna play through the blues form, and I'm gonna use those three notes and show you how we can change it ever so slightly to go into the next chord. But generally speaking, it's just those three notes. Yeah.
Go.
Ba da da. Ready, go. 1,
Yeah, count me
2,
in.
a 1, 2. Hang on. A 1, 2. You know what to do. Ba-da-da, 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 ba-da-da. And you could like start with that even in a scat solo. That would be a legitimate way to start a scat solo over the blues. And then you can take it further. So should we
Just
show
move
that?
remember that that half step. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that half step. Just moving up that one note half step.
Yeah. Ready? Hang on. A 1, a 2. You know what to do. A ba-da, a ba-da, ba-da-da-da-dee-da-da-bo-ba-da-bo. A ba-da, a ba-da-dee, ba-da-ba-da-da-dum. A ba-da, a ba-da, a ba-da-da-dee-dum. So I use that as like my anchor point, and then I just put tiny little other little pieces of motivic language around that. But actually, I kind of went a little bit ahead. Harvey made a really good point last night that you don't even have to change it melodically so much. You can just change it rhythmically, and that would sound really cool. So maybe we could demonstrate that.
Yeah.
A 1, a 2, 3, 4. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da, ba-da-da, ba-da, 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 ba-da-dee, ba-da-ba, ba-da-dee-dee-dee, ba-da-dee-ba-boom. Okay, I'm doing this too much. Yes. So yeah, that's pretty much what we practiced last night. Was just taking 3 notes from the chords themselves, like Harvey just did and showed you, and we can literally use that as our starting point to scat through the blues. Now, another thing that was mentioned was scat syllables. Where do you get them from? You get them from listening to people. So I love to copy Ella Fitzgerald. Sarah Vaughan is particularly amazing as well with the scat syllables. But generally speaking, just start off with bada 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 bada. Yeah. You said that.
Well, I said pick 3 or 2 syllables and just like work on that.
Just work on that. I always like to use a few little schways and shoes.
You sweep a bit. Remember talking about you sweeping a bit?
Yeah. So like and the way I kind of imagine it is like I am like a trumpet player or a trombone player. So when I go a sweep, that was really a trombone that I was sort of imagining there. That's it, Mel. Keep imagining that trombone. And yes, I did refer to myself in third person. Please don't judge me. Now listen, if you enjoyed that tiny snippet of teaching you the blues, well, Harvey Blues and I will be co-teaching at the upcoming Fearless Singer Jazz Club Retreat on the 4th and 5th of June. So 2 days, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. both days, and really diving deeper, learning how to phrase and improvise like a jazz singer, but also looking at some of those blocks that may be holding you back from performing and singing to your full potential. If you would like some more details, head over to my website, fearlesssinger.com.au, and also you can also just go straight to the URL that is currently on the screen.